So, some of you were wanting to know what my personal workflow looked like animating from Cascadeur to Unreal 5. Not a problem. Now, I actually think Cascadeur's strongest use is with things like the game design pipeline for Unreal 5 or Unity or Godot, which is one of the reasons that I use it all the time. You have to remember that Cascadeur is hyper optimized with human locomotion in mind, meaning it's designed to be the ultimate human animation generating and tweaking package. All of its AI is specifically trained on human motion, which is why the main rig only contains controls for things that exist on a normal human body. So basically, for any character that uses the human shape as a base is an excellent task for Cascadeur. Things like angels, devils, catgirls, Vulcans, humanoid aliens. Cascadeur is going to save you a lot of time animating. Now, if your character has extra things like ears, wings, tails, and other appendages, kind of like I showed you in the video before, you can easily add that to the rig and control it in the point mode. But where you would not want to use Cascadeur is when your character really isn't humanoid shaped. They technically have a quadruped mode and it's getting better, but to be frank, it still has a ways to go. So if your character is like a snake or an octopus or a blob with no arms and legs, then Cascadeur is probably not going to save you a particularly large amount of time when you use it. So what this means for us as a game developer, Cascadeur is amazing if you have humanoid characters, especially if your character is already set up in your game engine and all you need to do is give it animations. Because when your character is set up in the game engine, 90% of the time, almost all of the secondary motion for stuff like the ears or the hair or the clothing are things that you're not animating. Those things should be handled by the physics engine. For example, here you can see the sword maiden character. And in the game, the hair is completely controlled by Unreal 5's collision and physics engine. And her dress is completely controlled by Unreal 5's cloth physics. So Cascadeur is perfect for this character because when I need to create new animations, I only need to worry about the main body movements anyway, and when I export the animation out, all of the secondary motion is taken care of in the engine. And this is what the workflow kind of looks like. You have the character already set up in the engine, and the game is taking care of all of the secondary motion. So when you just export the main motion from Cascadeur, everything comes together nice and neat. Now sure, there are times where you maybe want to animate the secondary motion by hand. Like for the winged version of this character, I will want to manually control the wings during certain flying animations. So we can do that when the time comes in Cascadeur pretty easily, but in most cases where the wings are not in use, we're just going to have the game engine basically take care of how the wings get dragged while she's walking around for us. So I hope that helps clear things up. If you have any more questions, just let me know in the comments down below. And as always, hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you around.